Hi.
Hi.
I am Coco Ferocha.
And I am Isis Mirage.
And we are here to review episode 2 of RuPaul's All-Stars Drag Race.
Yes. So this is our Halloween special.
Happy Halloween, bitches.
Happy Halloween, divas.
I'm obviously giving you a leopard effect
Yes.
up in here. You know, I tried my best. This is the first time I've ever done it, so I hope let me know if I did it justice.
Yes. And I'm giving you pageantry, bitch, but my twist on it is that I am the bitch that didn't win, which explains, all the cried makeup and everything. Remember to get the fucking wig of the bitch that did win. The one that you snatched right off her head.
Yup.
First of all, we want to say we're working on getting the lighting better and everything.
Yes.
We are broke as hell, but we're...
Whoop, nail popped off.
So, yes, we're trying to get the lighting and everything better. We're doing what we can. So,
yeah, we just bought a little, light, so we're just waiting for that to arrive now.
And,
so.
yeah, we'll have to see how that works out.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be beher than what we got now, this yellow-ass motherfucking light,
I'm
bitch.
sorry, y'all. It wouldn't be us if it wasn't a little janky. So, yeah, on with the review.
So, Ru came in and announced that the mini challenge was in Debut Ru.
Yeah.
Which is basically, what is it, like the newlyweds game? I don't know what the hell it's called.
To get to know each other better or whatever.
Yeah, and they had to guess what the other person would answer or whatever.
Yeah, we're just gonna breeze through some points. I mean, there's no point us sitting here and saying every, line that was said or whatever, so let's get to that. I don't even know how Alexis guessed that Jada was gonna say she wears women's pants. She does. They have a cute little Barbie logo in the front and that they white with a nice pink lace trim.
Like I said before, some of these queens were given answers that were just, never gonna be guessed. So she gave her some grass underwear. I don't know what the hell Tammy Brown was thinking, but it is what it is.
Manila gave you a soundbite, but Tammy, I don't even get it. The only grass I want to know of is, the grass. That's the only one. Pie in the face. Trust and believe that pie would have gone right back on those damn boys in their underpants.
Okay, so the main challenge this week was RuPaul's Gaffin. And they had to perform as duos, writing their original jokes and things of that nature. As their best celebrity impersonation, so it's kind of like a snatch game, sort of styly thing.
Yeah.
And it was with Vicki Lawrence as Mama.
So Raven and Jujubee were deciding on who they were going to do. Raven was set on doing P. Arthur, and originally Jujubee wanted to do Nicki Minaj, and Raven was not down for that menage a trois, honey. No. She was not down. I already done seen the videos on Show Goes WeHo where she says that she ain't a Nicki Minaj fan.
Tammy and Nina were doing Tammy Faye, Mesner, and La Lupe.
Honestly, I'm not familiar with neither of them.
No.
So, it is what it is. I wasn't sure about Nina and Tammy, them not knowing each other's celebrity and stuff, because obviously they have to feed off of each other, and that, I imagine, would be kind of difficult to do if you're not really familiar with the other person's personality.
Yeah.
I'm sure they must have, given each other some, tea on, who these bitches is and stuff. But, yeah, I was worried for them.
Mm-hmm. So, Latrice and Manila are gonna do Madonna and Oprah. I didn't really know what to expect, especially with Manila. I thought Latrice was gonna do a pretty good Oprah with her deep fried butter.
Maybe there's something I missed because I don't watch Oprah, but why deep fried butter? I don't get that.
No.
I would have been free whatever for everybody, but the butter thing, I would have left that maybe for a chef.
Pauline, You know, butter, Paula Deen, they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't see butter when I think of Oprah. I totally got where Raven was coming from when she was talking about how, you know, they're funny people, but not necessarily having to, like, sit there and write, like, a whole routine or whatever.
Yeah, that's really difficult.
Because I imagine it's easier to get on the stage and, you know, kiki with the audience when you're hosting and stuff. But, like, to have, like, a whole routine, that's hard. Because anyone can be funny. Like, look, who was it? Delta work. Her season, her routine didn't go down that well. But Delta is one funny-ass bitch.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel your pain, mama.
So, Alexis and Jada are gonna do Charo and Shakira, and you know, Alexis was a little worried working with Jada because she's kind of off the wall and hyperactive, but like, you know, that's Jada.
Down. You know, I was excited that Jada was gonna do Charo because obviously it's time that a Puerto Rican queen does Charo. Like, I mean, It's been long waited. Finally, bitch. Yeah. So I'm gonna say finally. As for Alexis, Mateo, Shakira, I was a little worried. Although I've always kind of thought one of the Latin queens should do it because Shakira, you know, like, especially Kenya should have done Shakira.
But how do you make Shakira funny, though?
Yeah, that's only been my thing. But, you know, Shakira's got that voice, you know, that voice. And so that's what you gotta do. Okay, so it wasn't until Ru walked into the workroom and spoke to everyone that we found out that Juju had settled on doing Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
I was worried because although Fran Drescher is one funny ass bitch, I don't know how Juju gonna look like her.
Yeah.
You know? And I would imagine that the look plays a part, because then what's the point?
Yeah.
I was definitely excited for Raven's Be Arthur because you know, the Show Goes WeHo video of her as Be Arthur doing the song by Avenue D is fucking hilarious, and y'all should all check it out.
Yeah, so we're gonna link it down in the Panty Sniffer section.
Yes. So Chanel said she was gonna do Lucille Ball, which I would have expected Tammy Brown to do Lucille Ball because her look is so obviously inspired by her and everything. Yeah. So that was a gag to me. Although I know Chanel does a sickening Lucille Ball illusion.
With a lip sync. That's the only thing I was worried about. That she's used to like lip syncing routine or whatever. And Chad was doing Betty Davis.
I guess that's the thing with all the queens. Any queen that does do a celebrity impersonation, I assume does do it with a lip sync performance. So I guess that's kind of where the difficult part comes in, is you can't hide behind your song or your set or whatever. You gotta like push through and not be yourself. I gotta clock one thing. I know that TV shows are edited for filth and everything, but the thing that confuses me is that Ru is talking to Chad and Jada's in the back pointing on her wig. The next line, Jada's in the back without no wig. The next line, Jada's in the back with a wig.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling like this conversation didn't even take place, bitch. Like, loco, y'all need to calm down on the damn editing software.
Honey, they really do.
Yeah, like, for real, because now I'm just confused. I'm feeling like, you know, are they even saying what they're saying?
Are they even having this conversation?
Exactly, like, they might as well be talking about damn moonshine and fairies, bitch. At this point, I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that whole conversation with Ru, Nina, and Tammy. I kind of got the feeling that Ru really wasn't all that here for the celebrities they had chosen.
Yeah.
And girl, after Stacey Lane Matthews, I would have just been like, bitch, do fucking Monique. You know, you need someone to be there to be like, do fucking Monique. Because, like, if I even got the slight thing that Ru wasn't feeling it, I would have changed that shit up. Because Ru says that shit for a reason. But, you know, it goes both ways. I guess at the same time, you gotta have confidence in what you do.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. I don't know what you do, boo, but
I would have changed it, bitch. When RuPaul tells you no, I'll be like, okay, what you want me to do? You want me to run outside? You want me to run around the block 3 times? Let me do that, because I'm trying to win, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, I don't know if it was just the editing, the way it was set up or whatever, but like for the most part, I gotta be honest, I thought the whole thing was kind of a crazy mess. Not in terms of like people's performances necessarily, but like it was just like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, like boom, 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 like different, like so much going on.
Yeah.
And when I was watching that, I was like, bitch, I don't even know how I'm gonna talk about this, review it, cause like it was just like fireworks, bitch. I was just like too much going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna do our best to like, you know, comment on what went down and things of that nature.
Yes.
So bear with us. It was kind of like, oh my god, I just dropped the fucking nail glue again. Bitch. I'm so done.
I thought Jujubee did a really good job as Fran Drescher. Like, she was giving you the voice and the laugh and everything. And, you know, Raven's B. Arthur could have been more on point. I would have liked to hear maybe something Ma related, you know, because that was Golden Girls all the time was Ma.
Or just the voice sounded too much like Raven. I get she has a deep voice and stuff, but it was just too Raven in that look, and it wasn't...
Yeah, I felt like she was trying to deepen her voice somewhat, just maybe not really getting it all the way there, but it's hard, like, you know, I can't sit here right now and give you a Dorothy voice or a B. Arthur voice.
Yeah.
So, I get it, but if the voice ain't really working or the look ain't really working, you need to sell it. I feel like Raven really sold it.
Team Brown Flowers, I don't think either of them were that great. Nina, I felt like was kind of limited with her character as far as how funny she could be, because I don't know La Lupe, so, you know, you don't have to know someone to find them funny, but...
Yeah, you just gotta be funny.
Yeah. Sorry, my nail popped off. I'm not gonna glue it back down. I've been fucking gluing them all day and I'm done.
I thought, you know, they were funnier, especially Tammy when it was fucking up, and I felt like Tammy maybe in a way was kind of trying to save her performance by being funny when she was fucking up, but that wasn't what they was calling for. So Shaz, I thought they did really well. I thought they really tried to feed off of each other, even though we didn't really get to see that much of them throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they got skipped quite a few times. They didn't get very big moments, I guess. I don't know. But definitely Chad's pussy was on fire.
Yeah,
mainly.
she was really selling that.
Yeah.
Like Michelle Visage said later on, I don't know if Chanel's Lucy was fully realized the way that I know she can realize it through a lip sync. Because she had to do like her voice or whatever.
I think Chanel was horrible.
No.
By any means, it just wasn't, you know, I wasn't dying laughing. There was no moment I was really, you know.
Team Latrilla, I really enjoyed Manila's Madonna. You know, she was trying to give her that British thing, but it was kind of bad. But that's why it worked, because Madonna's British accent is kind of bad.
Yeah.
Latrice, it was really rare that she gave us Oprah. I don't feel like she was giving us, you know, that character. And finally, Team Alexis, Jada, I thought was really amazing. She really sold that Charo. And Alexis, I don't know, she really wasn't giving me Shakira like that as far as the voice and the personality. Like, how would you even do Shakira's personality?
I get that, but then at the same
that.
time, like, I feel like Shakira can be made funny if you, like, just listen to her songs, get some lyrics out there that maybe you can turn into a joke, but I didn't feel like all the things that could have been used were used.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Shakira has a fucking song where she says that lucky her breasts are small and humble so you don't confuse them with mountains, bitch. I mean, you can make something out of something.
Yeah, you're right.
I felt like the only time we really saw Raven giving B. Arthur, or more so Dorothy, was when they hit her in the face with a pie, because the way that she delivered the put it in me line and the way that she took the pie off, like, was giving me very Golden Girls, Dorothy Spornak.
Yeah.
You know, I just wish that would have carried throughout the whole performance and not just with a damn pie.
So they got back in the workroom and Manila was talking to Latrice about how they hardly knew each other, and Manila was talking about like when she was younger, having a girlfriend and loving her so much that she was ready to get married and shit, and you know, she was talking about how she had a depression and she contemplated committing suicide, which, you know, I didn't know about.
I mean, it's a lot to get on the TV and say that in front of everybody, because even though it's obviously gonna help people out there, it's still like kind of that thing, like, is that something you really want to put out there to everyone, your friends and family who might not know? So you know, big props to Manila for doing that, and, you know, maybe giving hope to other people out there who are maybe going through the same thing she is right now. Thank you, Alexis Mateo, for giving Tammy Brown a work for going to the prom in drag, because may we remember back in season 2 when Tatiana was talking about going to school in drag and everybody really shaded her.
Yeah.
And that was one of the worst moments in Drag Race history to me, for everyone to be so judgmental of that situation.
Yeah.
Because it hurts so many people out there who do want to go to the prom in drag or whatever. Like, you know, as drag queens, we should be open-minded.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you, Alexis, bitch, for giving her the chance, because it takes a strong person to go to the damn prom in drag.
Yes, honey. So, let's move on to the runway. Y'all look gorgeous. In her green, glittery, like, that shit was so sparkly, yo. Like, it was really cute.
She was painted.
Like, lately she just is, though. Like, she is beat down for the gods.
Yes, honey. She was giving me a Mona Lisa effect. She is just true living art.
Yeah, and shout out to Michelle Visage, whose hair was done, giving me the icon necklace with the shoulder pads. Go the fuck in.
Drag goals, Michelle, drag goals.
Yeah. So, the judges were Miss Vicki Lawrence and Miss Busy Phillips, apart from, obviously, Santino as well. So, the theme this week was 60s eleganza. First up was Team Yalexis. They were giving me what I needed. Miss Jada was daytime fish, you know. I was living for Yada's dress. Alexis's, I liked it, but it could have used, like, maybe a bell, or I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna take it off.
Yeah.
So when Jada took it off and she gave you the bikini, and Alexis didn't really do nothing, I felt it kind of... Yeah, like I was just expecting something. I don't know. She looked gorgeous either way, but I was just expecting more, because if I was in a team, I wouldn't feel very comfortable with one person doing a reveal.
Yeah, I was expecting a reveal or something too. I thought that Jada's look was 60s down. She was giving me everything I needed. Alexis looked gorgeous, but I don't think that outfit really did much for her body.
Yeah, like, that too.
It was just, I would have preferred her to give something, like, especially if Jada's giving something. Up was Team Latrilo. Manila was giving me all that, honey. I was so here for the whole look, head to toe, with the colored tights, bitch, the blonde hair. Yeah. I was living for it.
Yeah, the makeup was cute too.
Yes, I didn't really see the cross-eye problem too much, but
but you know, whatever.
Give or take some white eyeliner. Latrice, however, I didn't really feel that her look was 60s. Like, the jewelry wasn't 60s. I don't feel the outfit was 60s. And, like, I get that we're supposed to be reviewing and everything, but I gotta be honest with you guys. As someone who does drag and looks up to these queens, I find it sometimes very difficult to critique them on their choices. Because, like, everyone's entitled to an opinion, but I just want to stay respectful and still be honest. So I just want to put that out there, that I don't mean in any way to say that I could do any better or anything like that. But just, honestly, I didn't feel it was very 60s. I don't feel that anyone really too much clocked it.
Yeah, maybe we'd seen it before.
Yeah, it was the boat look, right?
Yeah, I don't feel the outfit was 60s enough for her to wear it on the runway again, but I guess it might have been the most 60s thing she had. I don't know.
Thanks to Manila for giving a 60s dance move and performance on the runway. Yes. Y'all already know I live for a bitch. I'll give you more than just a walk. Moving on was Team Shad.
I was living for them, honey. Yes, Miss Chad, that dress, like, I don't know if they told them they needed to bring something 60s, but that was...
I'm sure it was down in the criteria.
Down.
Yes, it was.
The hair, it was really cute. Chanel looked really cute. I don't know if it was the most flattering on her body, but it is what it is.
I just thought as a team, they both did really well in that look. They both looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
They both looked 60s. They both had fun on the runway, gave you some dance moves, having fun with each other, and that's what it's all about, girls. So, y'all really slayed this week to me.
Next up was Team Rouge. Again, living for them both. That hair, the outfits, and the tights.
It was realness.
Yeah, it was everything. They really slayed for me this week. I can't, say too much more.
Yeah, they both looked gorgeous. They were giving you 60s. They were having fun. Now, how do you feel about them, matching?
Yeah, when they brought that up into Untucked, I thought, maybe they have a point. Maybe it's time for them to try and give a slightly different look, but at the same time, the similarities and cohesiveness.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I mean, if you really think about it in a fashion point of view, there's a difference between cohesive and being two the same. Personally, I ain't really mad at it. Up was Team Brown Flowers. I really lived for Nina because, I don't know if the same can be said for everybody, but Nina, in particular to me, did 60s how Nina would do 60s.
Yeah.
You feel me? Nina was back in that time.
Yeah.
So I was really happy for that because she stayed true to herself, but still gave what they were asking for to me, with that bumped up wig and everything. I was just living, honey.
Tammy was gorgeous. She always gives you a little walk, which I live for. I was living for them on the runway too.
Yes, Nina gave you a good dance move. I thought Tammy looked gorgeous. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not that well versed in 60s fashion, but I don't know, as someone who doesn't really know 60s like that, Tammy wasn't giving me 60s. When it came to the judges' critiques and Michelle Visage clocking Manila's wonk eye, whatever you want to call it. I already said, I didn't too much notice it. And I don't think, Michelle was going in on her. I think, Michelle is there as a judge to help these girls, do better. And she gave her a fair critique. Yeah. The good thing is that Manila definitely played it up, and Manila is known for the cross-eyed thing, and she was smart in her reaction and entertaining, and that's really what you gotta do at the end of the day. You can't be hard on the judges and stuff because, above everything, you want to have them on your team, right? Okay, so the winners of this week's challenge was Team Jalexis, and it's basically said that Jada carried Alexis Mateo somewhat throughout the whole thing, but they won, props to them. Bottom two this week was Team Latrilo and Team Brown Flowers. Yes. Do you think rightly so?
Yeah.
I don't know about, I guess.
Who else? It's Rouge, Shad, and Jalexis won. So,
for me, definitely Latrilo, Rouge, either or. But I thought that Latrilo did a really good job, and I don't really know necessarily whether Rouge did better than them, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, maybe it just came down to the runway, and the judges preferred them two together.
But I guess the runway does count. You're right. So. So the lip sync song was "There's No Business Like Show Business," and I gotta be honest, I was kind of worried for Latrice. I didn't feel like it was really a song in her favor, and I thought it was very in Tammy Brown's favor.
Yeah. Now, I thought Latrice might snatch a trophy because recently she did "Lady Is a Tramp" or whatever at Showgirls in WeHo, and she slayed that, and it was so Well, not what I'd expect her to do, and she slayed it with her lip sync and the vibrato. So
she killed it. Really, it was all about that moment when it hit it, and Latrice gave you that dance move.
Yeah,
and that was the point for me. I was like, okay, you got the wallet, girl. You got the wallet. You got to stay another week.
But they both absolutely slayed.
Yes,
though.
And I'm very happy that even though sadly Tammy had to go, she went out with a bang. You know, it wasn't like last time where she gave up in the lip sync. Like, you know, she did herself proud.
Yes.
And for that, I mean, what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
So, Team Brown Flowers was sent home. And, you know, obviously they were sent home because Latrice, they felt, did better in the lip sync. But, you know, like, at the same time, like, girl, like, I was like, I'm so sad to see them go.
Every time somebody's gonna go home, it's gonna be shitty because I love all of them.
I'm sad to see both of you go. Nina and Tammy go.
I definitely feel like they had more to give. So it's time to move on to the Untucked. Now, we're gonna really not, you know, talk about like the beginning part and how the girls thought each other did and things of that nature because we want to dedicate most of the time to speaking about, you know, what happened later on. So
so we're just gonna, you know, kind of breeze through or skip through the points. Y'all gonna have to give Tammy Brown 10, so she told Michelle to smile, bitch. That pussy on fire. Like, you can't knock Kiki with that bitch.
Yeah.
On the real.
I mean, it really seemed like they were really coming at each other. But I think anybody with half a brain and, you know, those of you who have seen what Michelle has said since, you know, she loves Tammy. And they were just, you know, it's tense and they're going at each other. But there's no bad blood. And people are like, oh, you know, Michelle was being really mean, you were a bitch, or oh, Tammy was a bitch, and oh, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. Stop taking it so seriously.
And I mean, like, Michelle Visage is a fan of Tammy Brown. I remember before there was even talks about All Stars, I'll see Michelle Visage on Twitter, oh, Tammy Brown, I live for that bitch, I could just watch her perform for hours. So clearly, you know, it's not like she went into it with a preconceived notion or anything.
Yeah.
Now, as for Michelle Visage having a makeup line down her neck, one, I will say, Tammy, fuck you, because now every time I do my makeup, I'm like, let me flex, bitch. Let me really...
Everybody in that room rubbing their neck, bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't blame Michelle Visage for that, because you know she get her makeup done. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, as for the dream girl with the makeup line down her neck, I don't know who Tammy's talking about. I ain't really... There's bigger fish to fry than a makeup line.
Thank you.
Can I ask, what even is a makeup line? A makeup line? Like, did someone come out with a new brand that I missed? What makeup line?
Fuck out of here, bitch. Come on now.
Whatever, but I love you, Tammy, but you crazy though. At this point, did you not feel like Nina Flowers is getting a little bit over it? Like, she felt like, girl, calm your ass down.
Yes.
Because if one of you is talking back, then at this point, pretty much both of you might as well be talking back.
So, it was time for the peekaroo, and it was that Mama had already paid a visit, but somebody else wants to say hi. Now, little did we know that we were about to embark on this emotional roller coaster that was about to go down, y'all. So, be prepared.
So, basically, Chad's dad popped up on the screen and, you know, gave Chad some words of encouragement, which, of course, under the circumstances, was a lot more than just popping up on the screen.
Yeah.
And because they haven't spoke, Chad said, what, 25 years?
Yeah.
Like...
That's ridiculous.
That's the moment that everybody, like us, has been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit, like, honestly, this is so much more than just a TV show. Like, what show do you know would do this?
Yeah.
Like...
For real.
Like, I can't even name any. Like, what show would do this? What show would get, like, a special competition?
A reality competition.
Dad coming out who they haven't talked to for 25 fucking years to say that. And not only to say that to Chad, but to give hope to everybody else out there that that is a possibility.
Yeah.
I don't know Chad's story. I don't know what the whole situation is. But it, like, I mean, honestly, I don't even really too much know what to say because it's just so much. Like, thank you, RuPaul, for doing this. Thank you, RuPaul, for having a show that doesn't only, like, it's not only about the fashions and the jokes and the fighting, but that actually makes a difference.
Yeah.
And moments like this and bringing families together and getting people out there who are watching, like, raise their spirits or their faith in what could happen.
Yeah.
Because that's what people who are in that situation, I think, want more than anything. It's like to be given that gift of your dad, especially as a gay person who maybe your dad hasn't been so supportive and stuff, to come on a TV screen when you're sat in full fucking drag, to come out there and say that they're proud of you and that they're supportive of you.
I'm so happy for Chad because everybody knows what an amazing, beautiful, kind, sweet person Chad is, and it's such an amazing thing for her to, you know, be able to reconnect with her dad, and for him to do it on such a public platform must just mean the world to her. It's so important for us to see that many gay boys and drag queens and, you know, everyone under the umbrella goes through the same thing with a parent or parents.
Well, you know, if you do, there are supportive parents out there.
Of course. But, you know, for those who are going through it, it just, like you said, it gives hope, and it's you know, it personally gives me hope that I'll be able to, you know, let my parents have it one day, and that if they don't understand it right away, then they will eventually. But I'm so happy for Chad. I'm so happy for you, Mama, that you got
put so much on the line for doing drag. You know what I mean? And people want to, like, you know, read your makeup or talk about your hair and stuff, but there's so much more important things in life than that, especially when you're doing drag, because it's so easy to talk about the, you know, superficial things about it, but the really inspiring thing about drag is the fact that we do it alone, the fact that we put so much on the line and, like, lose family and go through all this bullshit just to live your dream. And, like, you know, doing drag to me is like being picked on in school and being picked on at home, and, like, finally giving yourself that chance to be, like, you're like a fucking celebrity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be, like, positive and get some kind of, like, confidence out of it, I guess. I mean, I don't really know how to put it, but, like, just to be picked on for being feminine, and then to have the contrast of people wanting pictures with you and telling you're so beautiful and you're so amazing for doing drag, that is the really special thing about it. Because what might in school get you beat up, in other places will get you so much love, and it's inspiring to know that, and people need to know this. People need to know that it is possible. Like, if you have a parent that ain't supportive of you right now, maybe someday there will be that door open for you. It ain't always got to be that way, and I urge anybody who is going through a similar situation right now, where they ain't talking to someone, or they going through something, you never know how much time on this earth you have, so take that moment and do it, and reconnect and build on it, because there's so much more important things to life than that, and you don't want to leave with no regrets.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So reach out to those people that you love, and reach out to the people that you know love you back, but maybe not necessarily understand you, and show them that throughout it all you have the ability to love them regardless, because we don't need to understand each other, we just need to respect each other.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing about it. I'm just thankful that, one, I ain't cried yet, and if I do, do what you can to be honest with yourself and be honest with your family, because at the end of the day, you can't please everyone, and you can't live your life pleasing other people. Our parents love us, they gave us life, they want the best for us, but that doesn't mean that they always know best. You know, anyone can have a kid, and love that kid and everything, but that doesn't mean that every time you say something that you're saying the right thing.
Like Miss Latrice motherfucking Royale said, It takes a strong ass man to become a woman. And I hope that, you know, doing what we do, people understand what we go through and the stuff we have to face from not only the world, but our family, our friends, people who we tell. You never know how anyone's going to react when you tell them, you know, what you do. If they're going to get it, what are they going to think? And I just hope people realize how much courage it takes to do what we do. And I ain't trying to be conceited right now, you know? It just takes a lot of damn fucking nerve. People are gonna love you for being you. As soon as you can be as true to yourself as you can be, it's gonna show. People wanna hate, then let them hate. Just as long as you know inside that what you're doing and who you're being is who you wanna be, then there's not a problem in the world.
Exactly. I mean, you know, I just want to say thank you to everyone that, like, has supported us, you know, so we're gonna end it here.
Yeah. So, thank y'all for watching, as always. Leave a comment, like the video, favorite the video, share it around, do what you will,
yes,
honey.
And most importantly, take something from it.
Yeah. Because this ain't just us talking about, oh, I love her wig, oh, her dress was ugly. There's some real ass shit up in here. So, I hope, you know, you guys can take something from it and we've been able to maybe open some minds or make some sort of a change, because that's all we aim to do. Thank you
already to everyone who I know is going to be so supportive and leaves us nice messages and everything. I don't think we're going to do shout-outs this week.
No.
Shout out to everyone. I don't want to exclude anyone. Just thank you all. All love, boo, all love. Happy Halloween,
Happy Halloween, bitches.
Bye. Bye.